Up everybody, Sniper Sports. We're live from the 808. We shoot you straight. This is Joey. With me as always is Steven.
What's going on, everybody?
Tonight we're going to lead off, talk a little college football.
Yeah.
Coach Prime and the Buffaloes. I'd like to start with that. Had a challenging game this past week. Went into Central Florida to play UCF. Very good squad. It was going to be, like I said, a pretty good challenge. And man, Steven, I don't know what you thought, but I thought this was their best game. Colorado was clicking on all phases of the ball. Defense looked good. Offense, Shador was Shador, put up big numbers again. Travis Hunter, man, what can I say? What a generational talent. Definitely has my vote for Heisman so far, thus far. I think we're about, 4 or 5 games into the college season. And, I'll be realistic. I know that's not a team that's in the top 10, Steven, to compete for a national title. But just what Coach Prime's been able to do there in Boulder, bring the players and the culture, and now they're winning. It's just really nice to watch. And, I'm a big fan of it every week. He's one of my favorite coaches, and I love watching his son play. I think he has so much poise for a young man. And they sure stepped up this week. Like I said, they just look good on all phases of the ball.
I totally agree with you. I think this year is a lot different from last year. I think there's so much hype behind Prime and them starting off so well.
Yeah.
And this kind of last year they just fell off towards the end of the season. But I think this year is a little bit different. I think they know that what they need to do, know how they need to come out for every game, and what they need to do to practice. I think Coach Prime is a very great coach where he understands people's abilities and what they can do. You know, for example, Travis Hunter, he gets off Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays because he's playing over 100 snaps in the game. He can get that rest. Plus, in practice, he's doing what he needs to do. So, yeah, they're not in the national championship kind of in the spotlight right now. But I feel like if they can keep winning and keep having success, you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of teams that have won losses in the top 25, so they could be climbing the ranks up in there.
Yeah, and they're going to have a tough test next week. I believe it's a bye week for Colorado, Steven. But after that, they face Kansas State, who's currently ranked 20th. And that's going to be a real nice test there. If we'll see how they can do. That'll be a real way to judge where Colorado's at, see how they do against in that game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think for the past 2 weeks, a lot of people have taken them lightly, haven't taken them seriously with Baylor, and then coming back from the Hail Mary to overtime, and this week against UCF. So I'm excited for them. Great bye week to kind of rest up a little bit. But
yeah, last thing I'll say about Colorado between last year and this year is I think last year, Steven, it was still new and exciting, and the players were excited to be getting all this press and attention. And if you remember, Primetime came on with like a new pair of shades every game, and it was just a little bit more gimmicky and a little more attention. And now I feel like this year in year 2, there's more substance. They're better. They're settled in. They're not, overwhelmed by all the attention, and they're just balling out. And
exactly.
So it's nice to watch. Kudos to Coach Prime for building that program. And I'll be watching in 2 weeks when they play K-State.
So will I. Another great game that happened this weekend was Alabama versus Georgia.
Yes, sir. Number 2 against number 4.
I think that was just a whirlwind of emotions. This is not a game we usually have this early in the season. Usually it's for
a little later on, right?
Late November, December kind of matchup. But what a game this was, Joey. If you're watching,
for sure,
you could watch like 3 different games. If you watch this game, Alabama came out swinging, destroying Georgia, and Georgia comes back in the second half, and Alabama comes out with the last victory of the
pulled it out in OT.
So what a great game! What a great. Did you get to watch the game, Jay?
I watched a little bit of the game. Was able to catch the highlights. Saturday I'm out with the wife. I got the honey-do list,
Gotcha.
Steven. I can't just watch 10 hours of football, but I try to keep an eye on it for you fans.
Yeah, Monroe looked great. He came out. Ryan Williams. I think for me, he's the talk of the town. Here's this young man, the 17-year-olds, and if you're watching some of the plays that he's able to do, he definitely shouldn't be in high school. He should definitely be in college, playing against the best in the SEC. I think.
Can't believe he's 17.
He's literally 17. Gave up his senior year to be a 2024 class, and he just deserves it. He's in that pedigree of great, Alabama receivers, Julio, Amari, and I think he's the next one. Devontae, he's out another Heisman. So
Yes, sir.
Even Waddle and some of these other guys, but man,
Plethora good. Ridley.
yeah, really, yes. So like, the pedigree is continually growing for Alabama in the wide receiver department, and the way that they're looking, I don't know if any team can beat them, really, to be
I
honest with
think
you.
they're moved up to number 1. Is that right?
They
After they
are
beat
number
Georgia,
one.
they're
I
currently
think-
number 1. Overtook Texas.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2 is Texas, 3 is Ohio State, and 4 is Tennessee. Another team I'm really liking and looking at just because of Nico. You know, I know
Yeah.
Joey's a little bit more of a fan now because he's a Southern Cowboy.
Southern Cowboy Nico doing his thing there.
Exactly. Got to watch some USC this as well.
I did. USC had a tough game in Wisconsin. They started out slow. Wisconsin put up some points early, but hey, they're ready to, steer the ship, ride that thing out, and get the W. They pulled away towards the end, and SC's still looking good. Only that one loss to Michigan by 3 points, so I'm hoping we can, still a chance for the college playoff there.
Definitely.
But they look good. Another win for my Trojans.
Yeah. Even Miami. Miami came out.
Oh, yes. The Friday night game.
Very strange that they only ranked 8th, Joey, but they had another good game against Virginia Tech, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Came down to the wire, but Miami's looking strong. Always like the U.
Cam Ward, baby, putting up numbers and putting up points. I think this week, Stephen, they had 38 points,
Yep.
which was their lowest scoring total thus far. These guys they put up points. They're looking like the old Miami. Fun to watch, man.
Definitely.
They ought to be climbing the ranks. 8's a little low to me, but I know it's early, and I'm not sure how that coaches poll works, but they look better than ranked 8th. I bet they finish higher than that.
I agree with that. So
That's about all I caught for this weekend, man.
sounds good, but we'll hit you up with some NFL next, and
Yeah, stay tuned for our NFL segment. All right.
then.